What is up, guys? Protobro here, infamous brother to Megabro, and we are in 3 July. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was going to be 2 July. I did not realize we jumped an entire day. I don't know if that's because I chose Pickett's charge, the Union left flank, or what the reason is, but anyways, we are on 3 July now. We are going to hit the left flank of the Union. As you can see that we only have 14-9 on the left flank here, but we do have Pickett's division, which is going to involve 3 Brigade coming up to support us. We have 118 guns currently deployed. They have 108, but they also have double the number of troops. Not good. However, once our reinforcements come, we'll still be outnumbered by about 10,000. So that means I'm not really liking our odds here, but they are what they are, right? So quickly, the land, Army of Northern Virginia, obviously 1st, 2nd, 3rd Corps. 2nd Corps will not be involved in this fight. We got some of their guns, and that's about it. So, as you can see, 3rd Corps is taking the brunt of the injuries, so we'll probably be leading the charge to the 2nd Corps, or rather the 1st Corps, with Picket coming in the rear. The Union, not nearly as many casualties, so 2nd Corps has suffered the most with 12%, and then next is 5th Corps. So he's pretty fresh. I mean, he's got Sedgwick and Sickles here, 3rd and 6th. If you recall from history, Sickles is the one who forward deployed his line and really led to the almost loss of the 2nd day, involving the Battle of the Wheatfield and Round Top and so forth. But in this scenario, as you will see, he is not forward deployed. Or maybe because this is a 3 July, I don't know. Again, this is an alternate rundown of history. As you can see, here is the Wheatfield, Devil's Den, Round Top. Where's the small Round Top? Here's a little Round Top right here. There's a big Round Top. As you can see, as far as elevation, we do have this nice little area here, but it's below that. And then Devil's Den, I love this location right here. The problem is he could really bring these guys up and hit me from both sides of where I had to park my guys there. So this seems like the most vulnerable area. 1, it's worth 15,000 VPs. 2, if we can somehow overcome his right flank here, we can turn it. And then I don't think we'll be able to take the Round Tops, but we'll at least kind of wedged in between his force here and his force up there. I think that's what we're going to do. The reason I say that is all we've got is Law down here. We're going to have to redeploy him down here, pull all these guys down. I feel like by the time we did that, he will have shifted accordingly and really have this nice little perimeter here to kind of push us back. So, I mean, altogether, it's not a good situation at all for the Confederates right now. I don't like this positioning at all. If I had control over the deployment of our troops, it would definitely have not been like this. But it is what it is. So, that being said, I think what we'll do is we will wait for Pickett's division to show up, and we're going to shift all these guys, and we're just going to hit right here. I think we're just going to hit here, hit here, hit here, hopefully turn it, push them, secure this area, and then maybe that'll just be our primary objective is right here. I don't think it's wise to try and overrun here, especially with us being outnumbered by 10,000 troops, even after our reinforcements get here. So, with that, let's see here. Alright, troops are all positioned. Here we go. I'm shifting everything up here. Artillery, troops, moving these guys forward. These guys are going to be shell. Pickett's brigade, or division, sweet. That's good. Given the amount of artillery they have here. So I have, by the way, I have these guys here hitting that guy. These guys here, I'm going to have, let's see, I got them in there. We're going to hit there. Sure. Sweet. It's a good location there. Consider we're going to be hitting the north, so. Here. That's not very good cover. That's not very good cover either. These guys are pretty much in the open. Alright. He's got 40% cover, that's pretty good. More artillery spotted coming from the heights. Okay. Up here maybe? I don't know. It's fine, he can shoot away. I'm gonna bum rush this guy. Alright, let's see here. Who's gonna lead the assault? I feel like we should just throw... His morale's still pretty low. That's pretty lame. What are these guys doing? Shell, shell, shell. I don't know if he can actually reach him from back there. Parry has one condition, so he's gonna be hanging out for a little bit, I think. What is going on here? This artillery. Wow, is that all artillery? Nope. It's Symes. Okay. Alright, so I think Symes should lead the attack. Let's do it. Let's go, bro. Nope. Alright. Oh, there's Garnet. So I think we'll have 3 brigade. I think we'll have Kemper, Garnet, and God, what's his name? He led the assault in the center. Actually got all the way to the Union line before getting pwned. We'll see his name in a second here. What's he doing? Alright. There we go. Armstead. That's who I was looking for. Alright, so we'll bring Kemper, follow up on Symes, and we're just going to throw wave after wave. That's how we're going to do this. Alright, why do I have artillery just hanging out here? Okay, what's the cover like here? Gilbert's good. He's got some nice cover. However, I think it makes more sense to bring these guys up here, put him in the backside, bring him there. Alright. He didn't have good cover either. Okay, so, sorry, I usually do not pause this often, but no, I want these guys. Yep. Okay. Alright, Irish Brigade is going to fall pretty quickly. Tilton as well. These guys suffered pretty significant casualties in the first day's battle, so I'm not too worried about those guys. Alright, Symes, you are going to go right there. Try and shift my artillery a little bit so that it can maintain fire even as my brigades advance. I'm not sure what he's doing. Why are you doing this? Go back there. Alright, it's about to get real. Yeah, his morale is still kind of low. Let's hold him up. Alright, who's this? This is Barksdale. We want Barksdale to go that way. Alright. Is he artillery? He's artillery. Alright, so we got some craziness going on here. I'm gonna have to sort this out, but I think we'll... Okay. So Irish Brigade's pretty much toasted. He's gonna run here in a second. Okay. Alright. And I'm just gonna we're just gonna go wave after wave after wave. I'm holding him here just in case. Oh, shoot. That is why I was holding him here. That was brilliant. I'm gonna bring him in right there, because he's got nice cover there, but... Alright. Charge! Okay, push. Push. Alright, so I'm going to expose his flank a little bit, but hopefully we're going to push out sufficiently here. Wow, he's really loading up there. Here we go. This is crazy. Oops. Come on. Why is this not working? There we go. Okay. Got Garnet. Bring him in. Bring him in. Actually, alright, so let's bring him down. Damn, he's pushing hard. Oh, let's get Kemper down here. I'm going to try and bring this artillery around to support. Woo! You see that canister? I gotta get him because he's got a nice cover there, so I gotta get. He's just got too many freaking troops. That's the problem, is we're like way outnumbered. I don't know how 270, like, why this guy, you know what, screw this. We're charging his ass. He's in the wide open too. God, man, we're getting our butts kicked. Ugh. This sucks. Alright. Let's see here. Let's bring him down, provide some support. kind of lost track of my corps commanders there. I should have had them in a better positioning there. Come on, boys. So you notice what he did differently this time around was he actually advanced on us. So that's interesting. Came in and tried to take out our flank, which was actually really smart because he forced me to shift all my attack here. Ow, man. Wolford's getting... Alright, charge him. Do it. Just gonna charge him. Alright, so our flank is holding, but our attack over here is stalling. Pretty frustrating. Got law coming in. I don't think we're gonna succeed on this here. Let's see here. I really don't like the, I mean, these guys are awesome, right? 3 stars, pretty solid brigade, but they're really hurting. They're kind of the equivalent to the Iron Brigade for the, but okay. Let's see here. How do we want to do this? Charge them. This is crazy. It's just intense. This game is just awesome. I have so much fun with this game. Even when you're losing, you know, it's just like... When you're losing, it's just, you barely lose. I mean, I think it's pretty accurate to the actual, you know, the way the Civil War actually was conducted, was every battle was just so close. You know, here they may even... More frickin' Jesus, man. More Yankees. I mean, here, you know, even if they do win this, it was very, very close. Like, you saw us, we pretty much almost, we basically had their flank turned, and they came at the last second reinforcement. They almost had my flank turned. I came down, brought in brigades to counter that. Barely saved the day down here. I mean, it's pretty sweet. We're at auto. We're gonna blast these guys. Here this guy comes, but I'll be recovered by then, so. He may try and turn Garnett's flank. So I think what we need to do is, let's halt. They were nice and covered there. God. So I don't think we're gonna win this. Armistead's brigade is pretty much gone. It's not that bad, but I could have done a better job of my deployment. It's just like once the combat started, things just got really crazy. So. He is charging Kershaw. Okay. That's smart. Look at him, man. He's charging me now. Wow. So I'm pretty much just playing this out now, even though I can tell we're going to lose it, but it's fun. I'm definitely learning a lot about this game. I think I'll be able to, I'm going to do another Confederate Let's Play. And I think you'll see some significant improvements in the next one. But I mean, what's and maybe you guys can provide some feedback on this. It would seem to me like it wouldn't be that fun if you went to YouTube, you looked up Ultimate General and see some Confederate battles of Gettysburg, and every single time that you won it, right? It just kind of takes away, I think, the flavor and excitement of the game. Like both of us ran. He's got whatever his name there, it's still there, but both sides. Jeez, look at all that. Look at that, just carnage right there. Alright. Whoops, halt. You know, one thing I would notice I'm doing, so consistently I'm losing more guys than I'm killing. And I don't know if that's just the nature of, except for him, the nature of playing as Confederates, or I just suck that bad. It's probably I suck that bad, but... Alright, we got him going. Kemper, bring you back up. Symes. Man, I had this held for... Yeah, look at this. He just completely... I mean, look at all these freaking troops he's got. It's insane. Alright, well, hopefully this battle's over with in a sec, because we've clearly lost it. Pretty frustrating, but what's this guy doing? I want this. Garnet's a freaking badass, man. Look at this guy go. He's all the way up here, hanging out by himself, completely exposing his flanks. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's all good. Blast that guy with shell. By the way, you do get advantages, so if his flank is being hit by artillery, that's demoralizing for him, lowers his morale. Good tip for those of you who are new to the game. I can't push here, it's just not happening. I don't have any freaking troops. This is frustrating. Like, why would you order an assault on a defensive position as defensively secure as the one they had with half the freaking troops? That would never happen. What is the rule, like 3 or 4 to 1 if you're going to assault a heavily defended position? Instead we were like, instead of 3 to 1, we were 2 to 1 them. That's stupid. I've decided. Therefore it is, right? I say therefore it is. This guy, I don't know, he's just like, he's hanging out here by himself too. He's like, whatever. Let's get him back. Ah! Freaking Kemper, get up there. Good lord, what are you doing? Let's see here. Okay. Again, get him up there. Get him up there. I don't really have any divisions left. I mean, he's doing pretty well, but that's about it. He got just absolutely massacred. Look at that. 1,200 dead to 550 killed. I just must really suck at this game. I think that's what it is. It's alright. He just keeps coming back. Ah, man. I can't run him because he's got no condition and no morale. I could run him, I guess. Get him across. Actually, I don't want to do that. Halt. Stay behind this wall here. Yeah, we're pretty much done. I can't do anything against this. Alright guys, well, let's see here what we got. It's 440. Let's see here, let's do this. Let's just step back. We're just gonna hold a defensive perimeter and just deal with it. So I think we'll go right here. So I think I'll have him hold there. I'll have there. Let's do this. It's gonna halt. Fall back. Alright, so we're just gonna develop, let's say we're gonna put a chink here and we're just gonna go up there, so that's the plan. Alright. And we're just gonna hold. Hopefully. Alright. So we're just going to set up a defensive perimeter and hold here until the end of the battle. Which is in 13 seconds, it looks like. So, what are you doing, Law? Dude. Yeah, that's not the direction you run. Let's run in the crossfire of the enemy artillery. That's brilliant. Well, hey guys, I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully you learned something from this battle. You can see, look at this. Wow, we just got mowed down right here. This here was a huge battle. We pushed to it Hamilbaugh thereabouts, and it looked like we were about to turn him, but then he brought up all the reinforcements. I think just what it came down to is he just had more troops than us. I mean, really, that's what I think it came down to. So, let's see here, yeah. Oh yeah, now he freaking shows up. Yeah, good, typical Stewart. Completely worthless. Oh, now that your army's completely massacred, I'm gonna show up and actually do something. Where's he at? Freaking worthless, man. Thanks, bro. By the way, Lee, F. Lee's cavalry, that is Robert E. Lee's son. In case you didn't know. Wow. Alright, so we actually inflicted pretty good casualties. But considering the fact they had 10,000 more troops than we did after our reinforcements came in, that doesn't bode well. So, hey, thanks for watching. like I said, next time I do the Let's Play, I think we'll be a lot more effective. Kind of starting to figure out the mechanics here and everything like that, but look at this, man. 859 kills. Love it. Kershaw's brigade lost a boatload of troops, but he got 839. This guy, yeah, so he was the one that came up in the north who was the reinforcements after my guys had been beating the crap out of, so he pretty much was able to pick off most of my Garnett did pretty well. How did our Texas brigade do? Did okay. Alright, so let's see. Final assault. Really? I've got this battle is not gonna go well. Alright, we're gonna save it and then catch this fight on the flip side.